got to die. I got to take him off of here. That's right. I got to take him off of here. There's only one, and that's me. You understand? For all that fighting, you understand? The sucker think he good. The sucker think he can whoop me. And I know he can't whoop me. Hey, boy, the nigga whole style is chump. You understand? When it comes to me, you understand? So let me get mine first. Then after I get mine, you can do what you want to do. Right?
Let me get mine.
You.
Spit something.
You. Hey, yo.
I thought he was going to spit.
Peace. World, what's up? It's your boy, Big H.
Yo, okay.
Silverback Chronicles podcast. I got my boy, Dre.
Yes, sir.
What's good, baby?
Chilling. What's up with you?
Listen, everything is Gucci, Poochie,
I'm lit.
Choo.
I'm lit right now.
I could tell.
Let's do it.
It's all good.
Let's make some magic.
Right. Hey, yo, how your week been?
Tranquilo. What's
Everything
up?
good? Triple C.
Everything
Yo.
Gucci.
What's up, baby?
Maintaining and chilling, bro.
Maintaining. Listen. Gotta copy that, Jack.
Heard.
You heard?
You know, maintaining the channel is going to be like about everywhere. Stickers, shirts, hats. That's what it is. Maintaining it's a lifestyle.
And chilling. It is a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle.
And we better not see nobody else with our stuff on.
Yeah, don't cop it.
Word.
You know what I'm saying?
Only get it from us.
Right.
You're gonna have a couple gorillas coming at you.
And not even that, you're going to get some lawyers coming at you because we get everything
Yeah.
trademarked. You heard?
You know what I'm
Word.
saying?
We
Right.
got them silverback
So
lawyers.
play if you want. We're going to come touch them pockets.
Word.
Professional.
We can hit you, or we can hit you in the street. Boom, 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 boom.
What we going to do? Silverback. Yes.
Them lawyers, baby.
Them Lord, we got some hogs now.
Silverback.
Right.
If you listen to the last episode, they representing us. What's up?
And they hungry.
Yeah.
But listen, world, what's up? It's your boys, we back. Episode 31. 31, you heard?
Hey, 31.
We moving. Everything is, listen, we bubbling. We just getting started. With no further ado, we're going to get right into it. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't done so, please order your Stop Box.
Do it.
Stop Box USA.
Do
They
it.
got a phenomenal new color. It's hot pink. About to get one for the wife. You know what I'm saying? I just purchased her at 23, and you know it's Glock. Hello.
Too many shooters in that house. I'm not going over there.
Listen. There's nothing to talk about. You don't pay bills here. You shouldn't be here.
Bong. We putting that on a shirt, bro.
Know what I mean?
Early.
But yeah, world, listen, we love you. You know, it's your boys in blue.
Like that.
Right. You don't pay bills here. You shouldn't be here, baby. You know what I mean? But that's another situation. Anyway, anywho, Stop Box USA. Don't forget the discount code. All right? All caps.
What is it?
Silverback Podcast. Silverback Podcast, all caps. Get that 20% off.
What is it again?
Silverback Podcast.
My fault, I wasn't paying attention.
All right? We just got to make sure we on there.
That's it.
Know what I'm saying? Because I want you to save some money. And what better way to do that than your boys in blue provide you a service?
You know what's crazy?
What's up?
Our guest, we'll talk about that later. He ordered the box today. He put the what is it? The combination lock cable cord with the podcast discount.
Phenomenal.
What happened?
Oh my goodness. And it's portable. You can take it anywhere.
Anywhere you want.
You know what I'm saying?
TSA approved.
But listen, Stop Box USA, we appreciate you. We're going to have a little chit chat in a couple weeks so we can get further in detail with the business.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You know? But what else we got, Dre?
On my end, I'm good to go. I love
Triple C, we
everybody.
good?
I want to shout out. You know what? I'm gonna shout out Raul, Yonkers firefighter.
That's my guy.
That's our guy.
That's my guy right there.
He's a bash brother, and I love him.
Yeah, love that guy. Funny as hell. But listen, we're not gonna cut through the chase. I'm a straight shooter.
Let's do it.
I'm gonna introduce
This episode's so hot, we gotta get into it.
Listen, we got a special guest, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, from that barrel.
Which barrel?
You heard?
Which barrel?
Oh my goodness! Do it again, Triple C. Right. Listen, ladies and gentlemen.
Where hip hop was born.
Big Pun. You know what I'm saying? Biggie Smalls. You heard? But listen, this special guest is from New York. He's from our home base. And not only is he from New York, but he reps the blue as well. He's a supervisor. He's the supervisor in NYPD. He's a sergeant. He's got nothing but wealth, knowledge, experience, and I'm going to let Dre introduce him.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you ever been on your Instagram and you saw a handsome, tall sergeant say, I'm a supervisor, I don't write tickets. He's in the building tonight.
He's here.
Yo, what's good, my people?
Yo.
Man in the building.
It's an honor. It's an honor to say that. Not only that is he a sergeant, but he's also my right hand man. Not only that, but I also have my left hand man right here. I got both hands, and then Triple C's my back. Boom, we in here. What's up? Tell him.
God bless people. It's a pleasure to be here. Just it's a blessing to see where we came from to do what we're doing now. Like, it's like words can't describe it, honestly. Like, there's no way I could believe that we're doing what we're doing now.
Sergeant Ra in the building
Sergeant
from the
Ra.
NYPD.
Wow.
Every day in the NYPD. Shout out to the NYPD.
Absolutely.
Shout out to the FDNY.
Yeah, fire department.
Yeah, that's what it is. Shout out to all of them. New York.
Just God bless all responders, all first responders throughout the country. It's a blessing to be here. Just being from New York, being here now, who would have thought we would have been here? We could have been selling drugs. We could have been doing a lot of other things. But
he'll tell you, we used to gamble our life. We used to gamble with our life. We used to run around. And when I tell you.
But listen, before we even go there.
Tell him.
So, Rob, what's up, bro? I appreciate you
brother,
coming.
I'm chilling.
He down in Maryland.
Yes, sir.
Crab Cake City.
Oh my God, the best.
I don't crack cakes. I don't crack cakes in you.
Oh, delicious. With the Old Bay seasoning.
I'm up in Hey, it's not like back home when you got a deli on the corner.
No.
You know what I mean? Let me get a bacon, egg, and cheese with turkey.
It's a different level. It's a different level.
Ketchup.
Ain't no chopped cheese down here.
No chopped cheese down here.
No way.
Word.
No chopped cheese.
It's different.
No, sir.
It's a different level out here.
Word. But Rob, so where you from, bro? Born and raised?
Born and raised in the Bronx. I lived there my whole life. Went to college in Albany.
Oh,
Shout out to
you didn't. You
Shakespeare.
played for the Great Danes?
Didn't play. I went out there.
Oh my God! You know Stony Brook and the Great Danes. That's rivalry.
He played basketball in high school though. He was a basketball.
That's
not that good though. But I was.
It don't matter. You ball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He was a basketball in the Bronx. They used to call him like the Spanish Chris Mullin.
That's what's up.
Okay.
Midpoint range is on point, huh?
Not that good, but all right, I'll take it. I'll take it.
So
good you can lay it up every once in a blue moon.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Man?
It was an ugly layup, but that 3-pointer was sweet.
It was wet.
Wet.
A little bit.
You know what I'm saying? That 3-pointer was bicocho.
That's what's up. So how was what led you to law enforcement? Is it something that you always wanted to do when you grew up?
I mean, starting off, it was a little bit, but then as I got older, I'm like, I don't know. But then one of our cousins, a little older than us, then Dre and I became a cop, and it made it a little easier for us to see that it was a future for us as well.
That's dope.
So seeing him being about 10 years older than both of us, and growing up in the same neighborhood we did, no one really wanted to be a cop. So see him be a cop, we're like, you know what, we could probably do it too if we want. Make a change. And that's basically what started everything off.
That's dope. So how much time you got on now?
I had 12 and a half years, man.
12 and a half?
Ooh, yes, sir.
Which department again?
Oh.
I'm sorry?
Which department?
NYPD, baby.
Shout out your crew. Shout out
Strongest
your
in the game, baby. Shout out to the 3-2.
Nice.
Shout out, I don't want to say where I work now, but shout out to transit, shout out to housing, shout out to everybody, baby.
That's what's
We're doing
up.
it big. Everyone's working hard, not only here, but throughout the country. Like, it's a crazy time. So God bless all the officers out there doing their thing, holding it down, not backing down from anybody.
Right.
Just doing what we got to do to keep our family safe and keep everyone else safe.
I want to shout out your union. Your union backs you guys up. Our union backs us up. We don't have the same push like you guys, but your union definitely protects you guys. And that's the staple to the rest of the country on how to police. That's dope.
I agree, man. Yeah, God bless our union. I don't want to say what union I'm part of it, but
no, you don't gotta do all that.
Just God bless them all, man. Everyone's doing their thing.
Both
Everyone's backing
unions,
us up,
I know,
and everyone's just doing what they have to do.
I know the patrol officers have something, and the supervisors have something, because you are a supervisor.
Yes, I am.
No, that's dope. So, yo, how was the experience from being young to then, because, we all from the hood, unfortunately.
Yeah, how was your hood?
The hood, it builds character. So how was that? Did you receive any negative feedback?
Just,
you know what I mean? When you're going through from cadet to, all police officer training, how was that experience?
Just growing up, even going through the police academy, I was a little worried in the neighborhood I grew up in. Mm-hmm. So I was, not sure how people would react to me being a cop. So, I was a little, I had to worry. I had to be a little careful where I walk and so on and so forth. But even going through the academy, I had people approach me like, yo, you my man. I love you. So we don't like cops, but we love you. So just be careful and do your thing. So that right there just gave me the motivation to do what I need to do right now.
That's real right there.
Describe that block where you from. Describe it.
I mean,
you don't have to say no name. You don't got to do it.
Yeah.
But that block, like, how was it growing?
It's crazy. Like growing up where it's crazy. Dre will tell you himself, like everyone had a gun, everybody. Mm-hmm. So people were ready to shoot off at an instant. So, me, I was all about playing ball. All I did was play ball. I wasn't really involved in that, but I grew up with those people. So they always took care of me. If anyone tried to step to me, they took care of me. Told me, yo, don't mess with this dude. That's my man. So it's just like, it was a little, I was a little worried. But,
growing up, they thought he was going to make it to the league. So right. they thought he was the passage. They thought
that's what's up.
Nah, because he had a wet 3-pointer. Stupid. When I used to come through, they ain't really pay much attention to me. I was like more the goon. But they protected him because
that's what's up.
They thought he was gonna make it to the league.
It was all love. It was all love always.
6 feet tall and all that with a wet jump shot.
Not that
you,
good,
you just can't get away from the wet, huh, bro?
Wow, I get that.
Listen. I was trying to let you live.
He's letting you off easy, bro.
Right. You kept going on the most side. You know what I mean?
But it was like that.
Straight.
When we grew up, shout out to Shakespeare University Avenue in the Bronx. It was crazy out there.
Tough times,
everybody
man.
did have a gun. Like
everybody.
12, 13, 14 years old. I remember when, may he rest in peace, you know what I'm talking about?
Tyrone.
May he rest in peace. He's the first one that showed us a gun, and we was like, whoa.
Same age as us. And he told me straight up, he's like, yo, I'm about this life. You're not. Like, just go back home, and I'll take care of it.
He said it.
So
we had a little beef.
Yeah.
You think you beefing? And he said, yo, I'm gonna take care of this. Yo, go back home. You're not with this.
He was the same age as us, and he was like on another level, man.
And guess what? He's no longer with us. May he rest in peace.
Yep.
Yeah.
God bless his soul.
It was crazy. It was crazy.
I mean, you got your barbarians and wolves out there, bro.
Yep, absolutely.
I mean, you got your wolves that like us that know how to move.
But if you born and raised around real ones, and they don't want that life for you. And they're going to tell you, if they stare you straight, you know you're with a real one.
Absolutely.
Like, yo, you handle that business. Yep. When it comes to the gangster shit in the street, this is what I do. This is what I live by. But that's not you.
But at the end of the day, we still G with it.
Oh, of course we still G with
it's
it.
Just that they were like on the other end of the extreme.
We just professional about it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody move different. Everybody don't got the same mental capacity we got to do this job and do it rightfully. So when it's time to get dirty, come on, man. That's nothing. That's like
calculations.
That's, you know what I mean?
Get put in.
That's a quick fix. That's like putting lotion on, baby.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I already know when I'm doing that. I smell good doing it. You heard?
Hello.
You what?
Hello. And I smell good doing it.
You smell good.
Right. Nah, that's dope. So, 12 years on the job. So, I mean, what do you think about the job? 12 years in, you were a supervisor. How is it, to you?
I love every second of it. I mean, like, my people ride for me. I ride for them.
That's dope.
Like.
You got some good soldiers up under you?
100%. Like, I tell them, like, it's all about respect. If you have respect for each other, you have nothing to worry about.
That's dope.
You respect them, they respect you. You tell them to do something, they do it.
Right.
That's it. Some people you gotta tangle back in line and
Redirect
show
them.
them the way. But at the end of the day, everyone's down for the same cause.
That's
It's all
dope.
about helping people.
That's what it's about.
My question is, you a baller. What are some of the great ball players you played against in high school? I know y'all, because you're from New York, so I know you got some ill stories or
We
something.
can talk about the late great. We can talk about the late great Vaughn Hunter.
I played Division III, so I really didn't play.
I don't know, but high school, I mean, it's still balling.
You still ball, bro.
No, I'm
I
talking
know
about
you hear
high
a couple
school.
people with the sham guard.
No bullshit. That era where we grew up, the late great man, he rest in peace, he just passed away. Vaughn Hunter.
God bless.
He was Mr. NYC for like 4 years.
And 98, I think it was 99. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mr.
he got a scholarship to go to the University of Texas. He's the only man that got banned from the University of Texas.
Oh wow!
Because his shenanigans were I swear to God.
He was off the hook.
I swear to God. Yo, H, this was a man that I wish you met.
That's dope.
Because had you met him, you would be like, what? And like our close friends that are listening to this, they will be like, Vaughn Hunter was a complete animal.
God bless him.
May he rest in peace. He's the only man that I know that's been banned from the state of Texas.
Oh wow, that's what's up.
And you know
Well,
what?
it's not what's up, bro.
Right.
Man, no, and you know what's crazy?
Damn, son.
He's 6'4", 6'5", 250. Never been scared a day in his life. Panamanian, handsome man, Ray, rest in peace. He ended up, and I
Everybody's
say it
handsome,
now.
huh?
I say it now.
What high school did you go to?
St. Raymond's.
St. Ray's, baby.
Right.
St.
St.
Raymond's in the
Ray's.
Bronx.
Yeah.
St. Raymond's for boys. True story, because this is one of our best friends. We were like that. He came back from the University of Texas. He was like, yo, what's up, Dre? I'm like, what's up? He's like, yo. And I'm like, yo, how's Texas? How's this? He's like, yo, I was fucking Ricky Williams' girl.
Oh wow.
I said, who? He said, Ricky Williams,
The
running back.
famous running back from Texas. I guess he really was giving her that longhorn, huh?
He's
Hello.
My brother, yo, real legit. Anybody that played basketball in the Bronx knows Vaughn Hunter. Yo, this dude is a wild boy.
Yeah.
He's in there. Apparently, he's banging down
Wow.
Ricky Williams' girl.
I can say
Ricky Williams starts.
I don't think that was a good thing.
Listen,
Also,
banging on the door.
also
He said-
Ricky shows up
he shows up
while he's doing the ground
Because
and
it's in
pound.
college. They're in the dorm room.
Nice.
He said, yo, Dre, this is the first time in my life I've been scared.
I believe it.
I said, why were you scared? He
Ricky's
said,
no little guy.
He said, the metal door of the dorm room was banging. Remember we saw the door was banging off the hinges.
Wow.
He said, I had to hop
He
out
probably
the
had his old line
This
with him.
is a 6'4", Willie. This is 6'4", 250-pound man
Yeah.
that could run like. He said, yo, when Ricky Williams showed up, I had to get out of there.
I don't blame him. He probably had nothing on but socks.
This is the type of dude. These are the type of guys we were like legit hanging out with. St. Raymond's. Shout out to St. Raymond's. But yeah, may he rest in peace. He just passed away.
Wow.
Just passed away.
God bless his soul.
Young. 40, 41.
Damn, that's too young. What did he pass away from? He was in the game, bro.
They said diabetes.
Whatever it is,
They
God
said
bless him,
diabetes.
man.
God bless.
It's
I
unfortunate.
don't know, but he was a good job.
Wow.
But, moving forward, I mean, may he rest in peace. He said, well, I love you to death.
I know he turned into a running back that night when Ricky got there, huh?
Oh, no, he ran. Hey, he even said it. He was like, I got the fuck out of there.
out of there.
I got out of there.
You know what the problems, bro?
I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, yo, it was Ricky Williams. He literally banged the door off the hinges.
Absolutely.
And when he saw the dog basically getting knocked off the
I
hinges,
gotta go.
I got it.
I gotta go.
But this is a man.
Don't worry about letting it go, bro. Just
No,
get up out of
He's
there.
a teenager, a young adult that's 6'4", 250. And he had to get out of there.
But that's Ricky Williams.
But that's Ricky Williams, like you said.
Nobody
Yo.
ever seen that.
Remember that story where he told us?
Yo, Ricky was a specimen, bro.
This was Ricky
Just in
Williams, like
college,
when Ricky
bro.
Williams was in college in Texas.
Come on, man.
When Ricky Williams was running through people, he was like, I gotta get out of here.
He did not say kick in the door.
No,
We're from the hood. We understand what kicking the door. When you're hitting a door and it's coming off the hinges, yeah, that's different.
And plus in the college dorm, so them joints is big, strong doors, bro.
Yeah,
it's not no regular scampy
like
stuff
yeah.
here.
Shout out to Ricky Williams. I'm sorry I ever brought this up. I'm sorry.
So
Please
come
don't
through.
come back in my door.
Come through.
Because I live in Wisconsin, so
Come through.
I don't know nothing.
All love.
Boy. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, but like type stuff like that we grew up with, for sure.
Yeah. No, that's dope.
Like tonight, people gonna hear a lot of like stuff we really grew up with. But this kid had a wet jump shot.
We're still
and, like,
on the wet
block.
thing again, huh?
When I say wet, I mean like
He had an official jumper.
out of 10 shots.
His jumper was amazing, pretty
Out of-
much. He
out of
can,
10?
he can shoot pretty well.
A little bit.
Out of 10, he made 8
That's what's up.
from the 3-point.
Just leave the wet out.
I leave the wet out.
Yeah, do me that
I
favor,
mean,
bro.
the ladies like the wet. You know what I'm saying?
Jesus Christ. Right.
Hola, mama chula. Hola, hello.
Oh,
No, but
man.
you know, he out of 8 out of 10, he'll hit. So the kids, the real gangsters, half of them are dead.
Comes with the territory.
A lot of them are dead.
Yep.
A lot of them are in jail. Well, a little bit of them are in jail, but most of them are dead. They respected him because they thought he was the key out of the hood because the way he could play basketball. I'll let you tell the rest.
I mean, it's not. I don't know what else to say. Just,
My fault.
You know,
I stroked the ego a little bit.
a little bit.
Nah, but it was the truth, though.
I was okay. I wasn't like, Division 3 maybe.
It's all good.
It's all
Don't
good.
matter, bro.
Nah, but you was
bro.
killed.
It's about getting there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I didn't
It
make the
is.
team.
By any means necessary.
Facts.
I know you didn't make the team.
You ain't had too much AI in you, huh, big guy?
Not for basketball.
Right. This is all good.
I play a little baseball, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Dre, stop.
Don't even go there either. Huh?
Uh-oh.
You were just a high hair from the Bronx.
That's it.
I had to hold back and pull back a lot
Right.
of times. So that's all it was. That's it.
He said, I play a little
Yeah, I play
baseball.
softball, son. When I grew up, I played softball.
You play kickball too, huh? I think we all did.
Everyone knows this.
No,
I
it's
love
dope.
this podcast, and I love everybody that's listening to this podcast.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yo, phenomenal intro, Rashid. Thank you, bro. I appreciate
Oh, my
you.
God.
Thanks for coming.
Anytime.
Fire. Triple C.
Yo.
What we got?
Blocks to badges.
Jump in.
Blocks to badges. Blocks to badges.
Can't do it like H.
It's all good.
We mixed
This
it
is
up.
from N Mayo.
N
N
Mayo.
Mayo 56147.
I want to shout out those Mayo brothers, man. They be in here heavy. Shout out to them. Thank you for support. Thank you for everything you guys do. Please keep continuing the listening and all that.
Yo.
We appreciate you
Our
guys.
day ones, we promise y'all the merch.
Day
is
ones.
coming, yo.
Hey, yo, we got
on
t-shirts
back
and hats
order.
coming to you guys very, 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 very soon.
Listen, world, I know we've been saying it, but with this pandemic, we got a lot going on. Getting merchandise shipped here, trying to, get the right people.
Right.
So we can hit, and we're not just trying to give you t-shirts that you could wear once and
Yep.
I got to throw it away because it's not fitting me right. We're trying to get some official apparel. So it's taking us time. We new to this, but trust me, everything's bubbling. Everything's on its way. We just, timing is everything, and we take our time to do it right. So we just don't want to send you anything because that represents us and where we come from. So whatever we send you is going to be official tissue. And you're going to enjoy it, you're going to love it, and you're going to recommend it to your friends and coworkers to actually purchase for themselves. But we appreciate you. Continue to follow us. And Triple C, I'm sorry to cut you off.
Oh, no,
We're
you're
gonna
good, bro.
give you something. We're gonna give you something that like you can wear to Target or the club.
Facts. Facts.
I'm serious.
The
Facts. The quality
quality is
It's gonna be
there.
luxury. It's gonna be
Absolutely.
Yo,
luxury.
with Dre and Big H, the quality, trust me.
And I'm bougie,
Hey,
so you already
yeah.
know how I'm coming.
Both of them ain't
Word.
playing.
Word.
Bougie.
Kicking it back.
All right, so my man Mayo, what's up?
He
What's up,
said
man?
he's becoming a new officer.
Nice.
So
Okay.
what was
Welcome.
what was new? What was a new officer, and how has it impacted your career? So what was it like being a new officer? And
Who wants to go first? How would
I'll let our supervisor go first, Rashid.
Yes, sir.
I'll go first.
What made you?
Just repeat the question again. I'm sorry.
Sure. So he's becoming a new officer. What was it like being a new officer, and how did it impact your career from then until now?
I would just say like whoever
When you was a cop.
My man, I'm talking. Chill.
There we go. Right.
So,
He's a supervisor.
no.
Right.
Honestly, whoever you work with,
Talking to Mike, bro.
just take the best parts of who you're working with. You might not like their style, but you're going to work with different people. Just take whatever style you like. You could take little parts from every person you work with and make it into your own style. Because some people you might work with that you be like, I don't know if I want to work with them. Some people be like, they're perfect. So take a little bit from everybody and make it into your own style. That's what I did. So
No, it's dope.
So you
no
took
one's
a little,
perfect.
So you took a little bit of everybody.
A little bit of everybody, because no one's perfect.
Was working.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah.
Because no one's perfect. Some people you might like their style. You be like, oh, I like how they do car stops. I like how they speak to people on the street. Some people you might not like it, but just take a little bit from everybody and make it into your own style. That's all.
That's it.
Yep. And be humble. Number one thing, be humble.
Yeah.
Humble.
For me, I mean, I would start from what I always say. If it wasn't for H, I probably wouldn't be here right now. Cause I'd probably be sued. H calmed me down. H made me see can I say it? H made me see the overtime aspect of it. And say, yo, preserve your energy for the overtime. So for me, yeah, it was definitely that. I mean, I was never like a bully, but I was ready. Like, my thing was always like, if I show up to a call and I feel like this person's taking advantage of this person, that's what really, like, I'm a protector at the end of the day. I will protect anybody that I love. But and I will always say this, H was the reason why I converted or changed my police style. So at that point, I realized, hey man, like, stop with all the heavy-handed things and let's just chill. Let's just vibe out. Let's just de-escalate. Let's just help people. I mean, I wanted to help people, but I thought helping people was removing the problem of, you know, who's the bad guy, and I'm gonna hit him, boom, 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 and then remove him. But H was like, hey, let's de-escalate. Let's talk things through. And this was one of the biggest things that I learned when I was a rookie. I mean, was I a rookie? I had 2 years on the job when we first started riding together. But H was the biggest reason. And I always say this, I have no problem. He was
Fam, you're still a rookie.
Oof. Okay. Okay. 10 years in, I'm still a rookie. And with that being said, I'm going to shut up.
That was good.
No, but H was the one that, and that's why I hold H. Like, Ra's my right-hand man. H is my left hand. And that's why I always say that H here in Baltimore City was the one that changed my police style and saved my career. And I owe it up to him. So be humble, listen to certain people. Because if I didn't listen to H, I would be like, whatever. Who knows what kind of mess I would have been in. But because I did, boom, I'm here.
I appreciate you, bro.
Of course, bro, I'm sorry to be
no, that's
sucking you off like that.
No, don't do that. I'm proud of you, though. I got a lot of energy. Thank you.
He's losing it.
Nah, but can't hit myself. There we go. We good. But I would tell Chris, what are you doing? You cut me off.
You good, bro?
All right.
You good.
Mayo, just be humble and take your time and learn the job.
Word.
Take your time. You know, you're gonna deal with a lot of squad mates. You're gonna deal with a lot of different personalities. You're going to deal with some people that are disgruntled with the job, but they're not going nowhere. They just want to complain, but they're still going to get that check. But if you know what? And it's good that you see that too, because it's a lot of adversity that you're going to have to deal with. And that's a great thing because you get a front row seat ticket to it, and you get exposed to it, and it's okay. You take the good with the bad. Everybody that you come in contact with, try to go to the senior officers, because the senior officers, they're seasoned for a minute. They've been there. They know how things work. I know some OICs, and that's officers in charge, that know how to run a complete shift by themselves, and they don't even have the stripes to do it. But supervisors rely on them heavy,
Dolomite,
because it makes their job easier. So take your time, learn from that individual, learn from a group of people. See the good things, see the bad things, because that's only going to make you a better fine-tuning officer once you get in that role and you start playing that role and you go out there and serve whatever community you're going to serve. But with that being said, just be smart. Always listen to your sixth sense. You know what I'm saying? The Lord gave us 2 eyes, 2 ears, and 1 mouth for a reason. So take your time, learn, and you'll be fine. And it's a phenomenal job. It's a phenomenal career. And if I could do it all over again, I probably would do it sooner. As soon as I got out of college, I'd have scrapped the football thing and just said, you know what, let me go do the law enforcement thing. But
that's dope.
Enjoy it, bro. Enjoy the ride, because it's going to get rocky, it's going to get bumpy, and don't let politics or nothing shade your vision, because you're going to have a blast, wonderful time, and you're going to blossom into the career, and you'll find out what units you want to do. If you want to go to a specialized unit, if you want to do detective work, if you want to do arson, there's so many varieties you could do in the police department to where you can groom and just advance and just glide and teach another person like you did. You know what I mean? A newcomer comes on board, groom them, give them the gems to the job, because they'll appreciate it more than you think, and that goes a long way. Keep following. Absolutely. We appreciate you.
Oh yeah, we appreciate that. That's awesome.
All right, what's next, baby?
I'm gonna double back to a question yesterday, little light and fun, from Double R, Double Y, Triple A, Triple N, Ryan, and we answered it yesterday. But to Ra, what's your favorite cop movie?
To you,
nice.
Me? Damn.
Last night we said what we said.
I think we said Lethal Weapon and
Lethal Weapon.
Nah, but I topped it off with Heat, son.
He said Heat.
Yes,
Lethal
sir.
Weapon. He said
Beverly Hills Cop.
Beverly Hills Cop. What's the one that Bragg said?
Oh,
Bragg
and The Watch.
And The Watch.
Ooh, and The Watch is legit.
Name something different.
Wow. Cop movie, best cop movie, favorite cop movie.
And the mic, baby. You got talking to the mic.
Yeah.
Favorite
For
cop
you.
movie. I would say Beverly Hills Cop, but you guys already said it, so
No, that's fine.
I told him that me and you watched that, and we were like, "This is what we're gonna do."
absolutely. That was basically the movie that made us want to become cops growing up. So I have to go with Beverly Hills Cop. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's it right
Yeah,
there.
that's the one.
100%.
That's the staple.
Yes.
Yo, Axel Foley was the truth, bro.
Yes.
I mean, Eddie Murphy
Foley.
was
What?
phenomenal.
He was
Detroit Detective all day, Jack.
legit.
There was the
Beverly
one
Hills.
there was the one that I said that like, wow, we were talking about.
Word. That was it.
How about Die Hard?
Oh, Die Hard was legit too.
Bruce Willis is amazing.
What was the one with Samuel L?
Police Academy. You can't forget about that too. That was
Academy was
Police
comedy,
Academy.
yeah, it was
Oh
dope.
my goodness.
How about but Die Hard?
Die Hard was
The
legit.
joint when he was in New York City.
Christmas Eve movie.
No, the one in New York City. And it was in Samuel L. Jackson, remember?
Samuel Jackson.
Oh yeah. That was
okay.
3. Yeah.
I forgot about that. That's dope.
I mean, that was dope. So Beverly Hills Cop for you.
Yes.
That's how you know I wasn't lying last night.
Word up.
Shit. All right, what else, Triple C?
So we're going into Silverback News.
What we got?
So we're going to get into right now. This is from police1.com. 49 cops were injured in an organized attack at a Chicago protest.
That's insane.
Mob action deliberately sought to injure officers, the Chicago police superintendent said. This is from 21st of July, 2020. Chicago Police Superintendent David Brown said Monday morning that officers will wear full protective gear when assigned to future protests after agitators hijacked a protest Friday against the Christopher Columbus statue in Grant Park, injuring 49 police officers. And as the story goes on, it devolved into a very dangerous situation in which mob actions deliberately sought to injure officers, provoke retaliation, and damage property. 49 of the officers were injured. Luckily, and thank God, none of them were seriously injured. But they said that this from Police One. It was distributed frozen bottles of water, rocks, explosive devices, and they were thrown at officers using sharpened PVC pipes as a weapon.
Sarge, how would you handle that?
I mean, me personally,
Sarge, how would you handle that?
when it comes to protesting, there shouldn't be any type of damaging property. There shouldn't be any type of injuring people. To me, that's not peaceful protest, in my opinion. If you're peacefully protesting, you're not injuring people. You're not like destroying property. There's no type of destruction of anything. MLK never did it this way. MLK, Jesse Jackson never did it this way. I'm sorry. When they came up in their time, it was a lot worse than what it is now. They never came to doing what they're doing now. I'm sorry. This is just not protesting. This is rioting. In my opinion, protesting is like protesting, getting your
message.
Your message across. Is not about destroying property, burning buildings, destroying, like spray painting. To me, that's not protesting. I'm sorry. This is just rioting, in my opinion.
That's crazy.
So it's an excuse to riot.
Yeah, it's just an excuse. To me, this is not protesting.
So yo, being that you're an NYPD supervisor, how was it the last couple of days with everything going on in the NYPD?
I mean, I haven't been around, but I can just imagine that it's just been out of control. But I'm not there to speak. I haven't been there, but in my professional opinion, in my personal opinion, this protesting is doing it peacefully. You don't have to destroy property. You don't have to burn buildings. You don't have to burn cars. MLK and Jesse Jackson and those people didn't do it this way. They didn't. This is not the way they did it. They did it in a peaceful way. They got their message across, and guess what? They got their point across. And because of those people, we got it done.
Who are the type of people protesting, though, from what you see?
I mean, I can't really tell you, but the people protesting aren't really, I'm not going to say much, but the people protesting shouldn't be protesting, just in my opinion.
The people protesting, would you say, is like, I mean, you could be honest. It's not the people that live in that community.
They don't. The people that protest aren't living in that same community.
Okay.
Because I run into people that live in the same community that I grew up in, and they aren't the one protesting. So, I mean, people need to protest. If they're going to protest, they need to protest peacefully. It's not about burning down the same neighborhood you live in.
Correct.
That's not the way to do it. Just not.
But these people, they're not burning down the neighborhood that they live in because they don't live in that neighborhood.
Don't, because
the people that live in that neighborhood aren't protesting.
Exactly. So the people that are protesting need to understand that they're destroying neighborhoods that don't live in. A lot of people that live in these neighborhoods, I grew up with a lot of these people, and they're not protesting this way. They're not burning down the same.
How do you ensure that you're so like if this were in New York and we were under you, what would be some of the things that you would tell like your the people under you before they go out, or what were some of the things that you would prepare them for?
It's kind of hard to say because New York is such a big city. There's 8 million people that live in New York, so it's kind of hard to like. I have to, I speak to people. I tell them, listen, just protect yourself and protect the people around you. Don't go too much out of your area because it's hard. It's hard. So you have to protect the people that are around you and the people that are near you at that time. So it's kind of hard.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think the brass of that department put their officers in a bad situation. Because regardless to any protest, you're supposed to be suited and booted and have your riot gear ready on hand if shit get out of control. You shouldn't allow 49 officers to get burnt because you didn't allow them to have their gear ready and available. It don't take 2 minutes. It don't take 3 minutes to put your gear on, full gear. So They should have had their riot gear on hand at all times. Any riot, I don't care what's going on now this day and age in policing. You're gonna get some people that are for police and they just want to protest, and I'm all for that. But if it turns south, you got to have your riot gear ready to rock and roll. And this is nothing to get into an inform a skirmish line or whatever line you want to form to get busy. You know what I'm saying? So Chicago, I blame their brass for not having their officers ready and prepared for that, because there's no way in the world when these times is going on, your officers are not prepared and ready to go. If it's got to go to 0 to 6, if it's got to go from 0 to 100 immediately. And we want peaceful protesting. I agree with the movement. Me being an African black man and Cuban, holla.
Hello.
You know what I'm saying?
Hello.
But at the end of the day, you got to be tactful with police, so we handle things differently. And we're professional enough to deal with anything that comes our way, because we're trained and we're prepared that way. I don't think those officers were prepared and ready for that riot or that protest that turned riot, because 49 officers were injured. Mm-hmm. So, next time, just be better prepared.
Heard that. What are any stories y'all can share where things kind of flip that way, and whether it be funny or even if it's not, if it's something that we're like, because like you said, you can see. We
could take it back to the Freddie Gray riots.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was crazy.
What about it?
We didn't have gear.
Mm-hmm.
We had shields.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. And at the end of the day, I'm like, whatever. What's up? It is what it is. Because at the end of the day, I'm going home.
Yep.
Right.
I'm not worried about rocks. I'm not worried about bottles. I got a shield. That's good enough for me. I'll block all that.
Mm-hmm.
And if I get scraped with something, it come with the territory. When you wear this badge, you inherit everything that come with it, the good and the bad. So that's another hat that you got to put on. Oh, we're in riot gear now. Okay, this is what we're doing, no doubt. I'm taking this 8-point off when we about to get busy. You hear me? But at the end of the day, you just gotta. It's the fight in that dog. Either you're gonna be prepared for it, or you just gonna be there and take whatever comes with it. You know what I'm saying? And as a department 5 years later, we are so ahead of the game right now. And that's why, when you get into consent decrees that we've been in, our department is totally different now. The landscaping and policing that we're doing now, other departments they're trying to replicate what we're doing, because we've been doing this, how we policing now. Everything's been revamped 5 years ago.
Okay.
So this is modern day policing. This is how policing should be done. And it's just, at the end of the day, there's going to be some rotten apples, some bad apples that just do things that are just stupid. Like when we spoke about the gentleman that shouldn't have been arrested at the Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
He bought his son a bike. Test drive. Don't you test drive a car before you purchase it?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. He had a bicycle for his son. He's telling the officer, I have the receipt in my pocket. Why are you arresting me? Then the officers tase him. Like, that's too much. There's no need for that. That's ridiculous. See, and it's past the badge. That goes into an individual. I don't know that officer. But maybe he's dealing with something emotionally. Maybe he's not sure of himself, and he's got to do that and lash out to mess with somebody else. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I agree when we said in episode 30 that every year officers should get a fit for duty.
Mm-hmm.
They should be evaluated just to make sure they're mentally stable, and they should get a fitness test. I think that's amazing. You know how many officers get out of shape?
Yep.
You know what I mean? And in this job, we go through a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot that you go through. It's a lot that you see. Mentally, it's not for the average normal person. It's not. We got to uphold the law. We got to deal with people that have their own issues and just don't care, and they hate the badge, they hate the uniform. So we got to deal with all that. We got to deal with trauma, cuttings, shootings, babies being killed, people being killed. You know what I'm saying? People committing suicide. How do you feel going to a house, you get a call for a suicide? You get there, person blew their whole face off, and he's sitting in the chair. And you the first one on scene. You got to make the scene deemed safe for the medics just to come in and pronounce that body.
Damn.
So you the first line for everything.
Yeah.
So imagine you're on that call for about 2 hours until homicide come, medical examiners come get the body. Then you got to notify the family. When the family get there, you got to deal with them.
You
What
know what's
emotion?
crazy?
How are they feeling?
You know what's crazy? They're asking you why he did this.
What happened?
I don't know. I'm just showing up.
So being there to have empathy and tell them, listen, I'm here, I'm okay. You know, yeah, I got you. You know, if anything I could do to help you. You know what I mean? To comfort them. An hour later, you back out on the streets handling calls. Wow. What if next call you got is a rape of a little girl?
Wow.
Or you find a drug dealer.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Sounds simple. You find a drug dealer.
So what we do, it's not fit for the average person.
No,
They're not going to have the mental capacity to deal with what we deal in day in day. And then on top of that, when I'm off, I got to change my face. Because guess what? I'm going home now.
Yeah, you change your diapers.
I got kids. I got a wife.
Wow.
I got a dog.
You putting up Disney.
You know what I'm saying?
Disney passwords up on TV.
Word. I'm watching it. I must have the new Addams Family movie. I must have watched that like 200 times already. Son. But you know what? I don't care. That's what my daughter's like. Guess what? We watching the Addams Family.
Watching it, baby.
And Daddy, you know what? And Dad, I know everything. Daddy gonna laugh. Yep. Even the song with the Migos. Yeah. Family. Like y'all know that by heart.
Right.
But you know what?
Like it's new.
It's about their faces and my wife's face when I walk through that door.
Yeah.
Once this uniform is off and it's in the locker and I'm going home, I'm smiling. I'm the same old daddy. And it's a lot, it's a lot with this job. A lot of people don't know that at all. So that's why this podcast was created.
No doubt.
Here we are.
What else we got?
Here we are.
I'm cooking. You hear me?
Bong.
Boom, boom, boom.
We got Detroit police chief orders officers to intervene against fellow cops. The director from Chief James Craig allows the agency to immediately enact policy change. So Detroit police officers now have a duty to intervene if they see wrongdoing by fellow cops. Under an executive order announced Thursday by the chief of by the city's police chief. I know we've spoken about this before, and we spoke about it a little bit off camera. But can y'all elaborate on what we were talking about? Is not only is this, well, first, how do you feel, and do you think it'll save people? Like, for example, when you look at the George Floyd situation, the individual was their field training officer, and he had 15 years on. So for a lot of people, regardless of whether people think a person is a police officer or not, personality wise, like you were just talking about, some people may not feel like they're strong enough to just step up and say something. Does this help or does it hurt?
Can I go first?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So I don't work for him. So I don't care. You know why? Because if you're doing something crazy, I don't need you to tell me, oh my God, you're obligated to say that. I'm going to stop you. I'm going to stop you because the type of person that I am, the type of person that we all are, the type of person that we work with, I'm going to stop you no matter what. So I'm going to stop you before it even gets crazy. This dude, he's a clown. He's just trying to make the news. And that's it. He's trying to make the news.
All right. I'm going to take it a step further.
Thank you.
What we saw with the, it's just a human thing. Yep. You don't have to go through an academy to know. You can't put your knee on the back of somebody's neck, bro.
No, you can't.
Nobody can, and he's cuffed. He's already restrained.
It's a wrap. That's it.
It's over. He's
Game
not,
over.
bro. He's not kicking. He's not fighting you. He's telling you, I can't breathe. I just don't get that. And if you don't do nothing about it, you're standing by as 3 other officers. You're part of the problem, bro. Any human can tell. They had 15 civilians. The man cannot breathe. Any officer can be like, well, let me turn around so I can get a better vision to see if he, you know what I mean? Get your knee off that man's neck. Like, I just don't get that. Like, we pro-police, but we pro-police for police that do the right stuff. These animals deserve to get the book thrown at them. All 4 of them. Because you sat there and you allowed it to happen. You don't got to be a new officer to know that. You have to do that, bro. You here to serve, protect, and preserve life. And that's the foundation for any department.
Yep.
Any department. So, if it don't look right, chill. What are you doing? You got your knee on his neck, bro. He can't breathe. What's wrong with you? Right. Even if you got to throw your partner off of him, off that individual, he's restrained. He's in cuffs. What more can he do to you but curse you out? Okay, and you got to have thick skin. Professional. That's your job. So, I mean, I don't know this. Is he the chief?
Yeah.
Or maybe he's got to implement that. Mm-hmm. I don't know that police department. I don't know nothing about them. Mm-hmm. But if he had to implement it, kudos to them. But with me, it goes without saying. You got to do something if you see something wrong. People call it's not snitching, because if you don't say nothing, then you become a part of that problem.
Holla.
And then they gonna be coming to your house with civil lawsuits, taking everything you own. So you might want to change that and be a part of the change and redirect somebody or tighten their ass up if they're getting beside themselves. Yeah, but if you don't, you're gonna get jammed up.
Yeah, he's wearing a turtleneck though.
All right, bugging. It's hot out there, fam. Relax.
Turtleneck in Detroit. He got a blue suit on.
It's hot.
Rob, what you think?
Oh, what you think, Rob?
I agree 100%. If someone's doing something wrong, you pull them to the side. Listen, it is what it is. Stop. Because it affects everybody at the end of the day. So I'm with H 100%.
Word.
Do y'all think it's gonna do you think it's gonna have any drawback from it, or
drawback from what?
From him trying to, from what you all are saying, like this is supposed to happen. Yeah, because like you're saying, if it's supposed to happen.
You know what? It's supposed to happen, but maybe it got to this point with the police department to where it has to be implemented to let people know you're going to be accountable for your actions. So you have to adhere to this. You know what I'm saying? That comes with the book of policing from the beginning. Everybody's got digest the laws. Everybody's got their policies that they got to adhere to. Once you sign oath, I'm a police officer. This is your book. This is your Bible of how you got to conduct yourself at all times. So maybe he really wants that implemented now. I don't know what they're going through, but I think that's a life thing. I think that's something that should be ingrained in you from the beginning. Like personally, I don't like bullies. I don't like people that take advantage of people. So that's a natural thing to help somebody. Badge or no badge. That's wrong, bro. I know they ain't training you to do that shit in the academy. You know what I'm saying? So, but I can't. I'm not mad at him. Maybe he just wants to make that change in his department. Kudos to him.
Word up. So that's everything for Silverback News.
Except for the news.
Yeah, my question is to Ra. Growing up with this man to you to the right.
The hothead.
Yeah, you got to give me one of them crazy stories, because y'all dudes grew up together since diapers.
That's El Picante right now.
Yeah, so you got to give me one of them stories one of them embarrassing stories about growing up.
AKA the mayor right here.
The mayor right there.
How did he get that, yo? How did he get the mayor of the Bronx?
How I got that?
Wow. To be honest, he knew everybody everywhere. Because it was one day I got a funny story. I was one of the only dudes that had a fresh Avrex back in '98.
Ooh, okay.
No one had an Avrex. I had an Avrex. I had Gore-Tex on. I'm chilling. I'm fitted, thinking I'm fly. 98, probably 97, 98.
Be clear, if they don't know what he's talking about, y'all gonna have to Google that, because I know he was fresh with that on.
Don't forget about the Dolomite boots, though.
Oh, yes, exactly.
Fire.
So I'm chilling on the block, whatever. I'm out of school. I'm chilling, thinking I'm cool. Some dude come up behind me, put his arm around me. He's like, "Yo, what's good?" I said, "Yo, what up?" He said, "Yo, the only reason why I'm not robbing you is because of your cousin Dre. That's my man. So if it wasn't for him, that shit would have been off your back." Yeah, I'm like, damn,
son, that's how you feel.
Shit, like,
damn. The guy that
like,
put his arm.
All I do is play ball. I play ball, whatever.
Problems, bro.
I'm on the varsity team. I think I'm cool, but dude was about to rock my coat. But the only reason why is because of my cousin. I just feel like it's a blessing to us to come where we came from. There's no way in hell anyone would have thought we would be where we are right now when we grew up. Like, we had cousins that ran certain sets in the Latin Kings. literally, like they ran certain blocks in the Latin Kings. Like there was no way you can go in certain blocks and not run into one of our cousins because they ran the whole block. But my father would be like, "That's your cousin. You got to stay away from him. You can't be around him. You can't grow up like him." So honestly, if it wasn't for my father, like my mother was into drugs heavy. So if it wasn't for like, I would go to Dre's house every weekend just to get away from my mother. My mother was into drugs, so I would go into his house every weekend and be like, I just wanted to get away. So my father raised so many of us, man. Like he raised me, he raised Dre. Dre's father wasn't around. My cousin who was in the Kings, like he was heavy in the Kings, like selling kilo, like it was crazy. He raised me, he raised Dre, he raised his brother, he raised a cousin who's a detective now, 22 years old before us. He raised so many of us. If it wasn't for my father, who knows what would be on right now.
I see what you're doing. You're living, you're chilling. Y'all see you with the whips. You got chicks out here. I see you with your little gold chain. He said, yo, that day is gonna come. And when it comes, you're gonna be alone. Your mother's not gonna come see you in fucking North Dakota. And I'm like, what do you mean? What the fuck is North Dakota? I'm like, Theo, he's my father. Like, his father's my father. I mean, I got my father now, we cool, we bang bang. But at the time that we talking about it, he was the almighty. And he ran an elevator company, right? He ran an elevator company, hard worker, Dominican. He turned down at the time, and I'm talking about the 90s, he turned down to work. Elevators, honest living. He said, listen, if you're not gonna do that time, I'm talking about the time, I'm like, what you mean? He's like, you ain't gonna get no ass in jail. And you ain't gonna get no pizza. You ain't gonna get no everything you love right now. It's true, bro. She's like, I mean,
because you don't want to see Big Luther.
He said, yo, if you're not about that life, he told me, he told me, he said, if you're not about that life, I'm gonna speed up the conversation. If you're not about that life, stop doing what you're doing right now. And at that moment, I stopped everything. I said, you know what, I'm going back to school.
Right.
And that's it.
I
went back to school, I got my degree.
There you go. There's nothing else to say. When you approach like that from a G.
No, but it's funny because like where we grew up is like, not to like make it seem like we grew up in the worst place. We grew up in a bad place, but like my mom called me a couple weeks ago and she's like, yo, I ran into Twin. Was one of my homies I grew up with. He tells my mom, yo, I'm happy for him. He did something I couldn't do. He made it out. Like, I wish I could have done what he did. Just hearing that from someone I grew up with, like, means the world to me because I feel like at this time I haven't done anything in my life. I haven't done anything. But hearing that from someone I grew up with, someone that's been through what I've been through, and it's like, yo, he did something for myself. He told my mom, I wish I would have done what your son did. That right there broke my heart because he was my homie. Like, I love that guy. He would have done anything for me. We grew up together. And I was on a different level because I was playing ball. So I was like, I wasn't with that street shit, play ball. I knew everybody from the block. But these people were like, protect me. Like, they would be like, yo, that's my man. Leave him alone. He's doing his thing. He's not with that. Leave him alone. For him to tell my mom that, yo, your son made it. Like, to me, that's the ultimate. There's nothing better than that. From someone that you grew up with, be like, yo, he made it. It doesn't care what anyone else thinks because he grew up the same way I did. Section A housing, no heat in the building. You have to open up your oven to get heat in the apartment. And like, we went different paths. He went left, I went right. But at the same time, he appreciates what I did. And he recognizes what I did. And he appreciates it. He tells my mom, I appreciate, like, I love your son. We love him, regardless of what I do for a living. People may care. People don't give a fuck about what cops do. Fuck the cops. But guess what? I grew up in the hood. Like, people I grew up with, been locked up for years, shot people, did this. But guess what? At the end of the day, they appreciate me and they love me. They don't give a fuck of what I like. They love me because they know me. They don't give a fuck about what I do for a living. They love me as a person. So at the end of the day, that's what that matters. So all that other shit means nothing. So people talking about, oh, they from the police. These people don't know nothing about growing up in the hood. Growing up, they love people. People love people because of who they are. These people love me because of what I do. They love me. Regardless of what I do for a living, they love me as a cop. And guess what? If these people approach me, these people from the block will back me up regardless. Absolutely. Doesn't matter. So that's what it is. So I love them all. Shakespeare, Webb Ave, Kingsbridge, Mount Eden, University. Nelson Ave, University. I love you all, baby. I love you all. I love you all, baby. That's what it matters. It was legit real life. It catches me.
Yeah, that's awesome. Triple C, it took an hour for us to let them get it out. Damn. But yo, it's but ladies and gentlemen, that's exactly why this podcast was created. To bring the real in, to give you the real. We're not perfect by no means, but we phenomenal at what we do as a profession. What's understood doesn't need to be said, you heard? But at the end of the day,
I just want to say, like, for people, when you see a police officer, it's not just a badge. That person has a story. Whoever's carrying that badge and he's on that line or whatever you're dealing with, he has a story. If you want to take a little bit of time and get to know that person, you're going to get better service.
So listen, with that being said, I don't need to say anything else. Ladies and gentlemen, episode 31, Silverback Chronicles podcast, your boy Big H. I got Dre, my brother, to the right of me. Proud of you, champ. Drunk a little bit tonight, but it's all good. Triple C. Maintaining and chilling. But listen, world, it's episode 31. We appreciate you. Be safe. Enjoy your weekend, and we'll talk to you next week. Peace.
Hope that was good.
The views and opinions expressed on the Silverback podcast are those of the hosts, producers, and/or the persons appearing on the program, and do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of the federal, state, or local government. This includes, but not exclusive to, the Department of Defense and/or the Baltimore City Police Department.